Hi you lovely lot, how you doing? It's Saturday. I've got the house to myself, which is very rare, so I thought I'd come upstairs and quickly just film a video for you guys. I've been trying really hard to make this a more positive and uplifting channel for you guys, because I know a few months ago it was pretty depressing to come and visit me on this YouTube world, whatever you call it. What? So today I'm going to be talking about happiness and steps that you can take towards happiness, and just my tips. Obviously it's very personal to me, so just take whatever you think kind of applies to your life too. If you'd rather get the information but not have to look at this, then head to my blog because it's all written down there. So I think my first tip would be to sort out unfinished business, because I know the things that keep me awake at night and the things that stress me out are those things that seem still open, the things that I haven't got closure on, the things that I wish I'd said or didn't say, or the things I did say that I regret. Obviously not all things can be sorted out, because perhaps that person isn't in your life anymore, or perhaps they're not someone that you should reintroduce into your life because it's better that they were gone. So in those cases you need to find closure in a different way. So that might involve just kind of working on yourself and your mindset, or maybe going to see a therapist, going to counselling and just working through that so you can get that closure. But if there is something, perhaps something you really wish you told someone, or something that you really wish someone knew, then try and get that done, because it just feels like a weight's lifted. It doesn't keep you awake at night and you'll never wonder about it. At least then, even if it doesn't go to plan, and it may not go to plan, at least you'll know then and you can try and move on. And in the meantime, write those things down on a bit of paper or in a diary or something like that, just to stop it whirring around your head and consuming your thoughts all the time. Surround yourself with positive people. This is probably one of the most important ones actually. This is one that's very important to me because I was surrounded by someone very bad, and it impacted my life in a huge way. I was a shell of my former self. I had forgotten who I was. I didn't really care about living anymore, in fact, and that's the power people can have on you. So if you think there are toxic people in your life or horrible people in your life, do your best to escape from them, to rid them from your lives, because it can make such a huge difference to every aspect of your life. You'll find your confidence goes up, you'll find your productivity goes up, you'll find you're better at work, you're better at making friends. It can make such a huge difference. But sometimes those people aren't very obvious. Okay, there are the obvious ones, but there's also those people that somehow just make you more stressed. Perhaps they manipulate you, perhaps they say snidey or kind of subtly rude comments that make you feel less than or make you feel bad about yourself. Perhaps they're always putting you in awkward positions. Perhaps they're always making you feel guilty about stuff that you shouldn't feel guilty about. So look out for those people too, because they can be just as damaging to your overall happiness as well. For me, what's really important is having those people in my life that are really understanding of my situation. The ones that don't get cross with me if I can't come out or if I can't see them, because they understand that I have limitations because of my health, because of my financial position, because of my work. People that when they do see you, they are your cheerleaders, the ones that are supportive and encourage you. Also those people that really want to give you that boost when they can tell that maybe things aren't going too well for you. So they're not just the people that kind of are there for you when things are going good. They're there for you when you need that little, encouragement and that boost. Being kind. Now, hopefully most of you will be doing this innately. It will be a natural thing that you're just doing all day, every day. Not all day, because some days you're so kind of self-obsessed with your own issues that you forget about everyone else and you're in a right grump and, sometimes it goes out the window. But on the whole, I'm sure most of you are kind people. Being kind doesn't have to be a huge thing. It can be simply writing a positive or complimentary comment under someone's picture on Instagram. If you see that they've been saying that they've had a tough week, send them a text out the blue and just say you love them and you're thinking of them. Last year I went through a phase where I was just leaving token gifts for some people in my life. I'd leave them at their work, and those little things make you feel really good as well. So It's like Phoebe said in Friends, there's no such thing as a selfless good deed, because it does make you feel really good when you do it too. It kind of just permeates around everything, because if you're doing a good thing, it makes them happy, and then they're more likely to pass it on to someone else and spread the happiness. So it's a really nice thing. I even do it sometimes when I'm in a shop and I see a girl like trying something on and I can tell she's not sure, but if it looks really great, I'll go up to her and say, you look really great in that dress, you should really get that. And you can tell that it really makes someone's day, and it's so nice to feel that you've contributed to, you know, a nice part of someone's day. So just little things like that is all you need to do, and it doesn't take any time at all, it doesn't take any effort, and yeah, it's just nice really, isn't it? Acceptance is my next one. Acceptance is something that I've got to work on, if I'm honest with you, because I think sometimes I find myself going, why is this happening to me? Why is it always me? Because I've had a trail of bad luck over the last few years, but relatively, I'm very lucky. But I'll say things like, oh, why do I have to be ill? Why do I have to have that happen to me, etc. It doesn't get you anywhere. That mindset is rubbish. You've got to kind of just go, this is my situation, this is the way it is, how can I adapt to this? How can I use it for a positive? How can I, you know, shape my new life around it in a way that will work for me? You know, bad things have happened to me, but they've also quite often led to me meeting some amazing people, or me going down a career path that I didn't expect I would, but has created some positive results. Is any of this making sense? I feel like these words are all jumbled. I'm just tired. Because there are a lot of positives about things not going to plan, because you find yourselves in new worlds, you find yourself experimenting with new things, and sometimes you stumble upon perhaps a hidden talent you've got, or a flair for something that you didn't know you had. And you know, maybe that was why things went tits up before, because you were meant to discover this. Do I sound like a right hippie now? Probably. And another thing to do with acceptance is, you know, accepting your body and the way you look. I'm never gonna like, you know, my nubbly knees. I'm never gonna like the fact that I've got quite wide hips in comparison to other things. I'm never gonna like the fact I've got a squidgy ass. But I don't let it worry me anymore. I don't let it stress me out. I just go, this is what I've got. Let's work with it. Let's, you know, enhance the bits that I don't mind and mask the bits I don't like. Anything that really hinders my level of happiness and confidence, I'll do something about it, whether that be go to the gym. I'm not going to go to the gym though. For instance, obviously I'm working on my skin quite a lot at the moment, trying to find products that will help it, because I know that's one thing that really gets me down. So I've accepted that I've got troublesome skin, but I'm doing something about it. I also think being accepting of other people is a huge thing that will help you with your happiness, because I don't think being a judgmental person delivers any happiness to you at all, but I'll touch on that a bit more later. Stop comparing yourself to others, which I know is so hard, particularly in this social media age where, you know, you're constantly bombarded with images, or just, you know, people talking about what they're up to, or what they're doing, or where they've been, or who they're dating, etc. But one, you don't know how much they're editing either the image or the tale or the reality. So the things you believe are goals or aspirational or something that you'd want might not necessarily be what you think it is. So it's silly to kind of have that as the benchmark, unless it kind of inspires you in a positive way. And secondly, we've all got so many different kind of stresses, challenges, logistical nightmares, situations, locations, everything. We're all so unique in our positions, so to expect our path and our journey to be the same as someone else's, and doesn't make any sense at all if you think about it. So it's so much better just to focus on you, what you want out of life, and just concentrate on, you know, reaching that goal in a way that's true to you, in a way that suits your kind of way of thinking, your ethos, your beliefs. Because the way someone else might have got to that end goal might not be in keeping with how you want to live or what you believe. So it's just silly to try and copy anyone else, basically. It's really nice to have your own unique special story, so don't try and imitate anyone else. Just do it your way.